my name is Anouk, and this is podcast week 6. I met Aileen at an Art Squad gallery about 2 weeks ago, and she's a painter. I decided to ask her if she wanted to be my interviewee for this week, and she agreed. And it was really great. She played a really big part in my content this week, because when I was interviewing her, we kind of got to talking about how it's nice when somebody interviews you sometimes so you can get a clearer vision of your own thoughts. I told her a little bit about what I do to reach the same thing, and I do morning pages. I sort of wrote a blog about it. You can read it in the blog section, so if you're interested in finding out how you can sort of do an interview with yourself to get a clearer vision of what's inside your head, then you can check it out there. Aileen is a painter who did art school and art history, and the interview I did with her is about the combination of those two educations and what that means for her art. She also lives in a very cool residency here in Berlin with a couple of other artists. So we also talked a little bit about what it's like to live there and what that means for her inspiration. Here's a preview.
I've been looking at, I think being in Berlin and then looking at a lot of images from all these houses that are abandoned, and Berlin has a lot of that as well, and that's going on in the US as well. There's almost this recognition of something that you can't really tell what it is, but it's just sort of like a, recognition of feeling, I guess. So that is important to me.
If you want to listen to the 5-minute version of the interview, you can find it in the audio page. Now, while I was interviewing her, a funny thing happened, because towards the end, she started asking me the same questions I was asking her. And that was really nice, because she kind of did a mini interview with me. And I think that gave me a little bit of a clearer vision about what I'm doing here and why I came here and how I'm experienced it up until now. So here's a preview. But I think that if you experience that it kind of means that in the time that you put it away, you've kind of developed, you've grown, and then you go back and think, oh my god, I thought that was good, because I have that with my first songs as well. I was so happy about them. I wrote a song and I listened to them. I'm so embarrassed. And that's just, I think that's one of the great things about creativity. You're never done learning, you're never done developing, because I think that who you are and what you experience are such a big part of whatever creative thing that you make. If you want to listen to the 5-minute version of the sort of interview Aileen did with me, you can find it in the audio page. After that interview, I felt new motivation to just try and draw something again. Just to draw something, to try it. And I posted it online in my picture page. Now, one of the great things about Berlin is that you have a lot of free magazines and flyers all over the place, just waiting for you to pick it up. And so I did in the last weeks. And I decided to take that stack of magazines and make a collage, so you can find that in the picture page as well. The day I went to the airport to pick up my parents, I saw a guy with his father, and I wrote a little story about it. You can find it in the story page, and it's called Airport. Well, as usual, I hope to catch you next week.